Mi chiamo Alina, ho 19 anni, vengo dall'Ucraina e vivo in Italia da quasi 4 anni.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you for wanting to talk about this topic. It means a lot to me that you asked me to share my experience, and so I want to start it. My name is Mariana.
Hi, I'm Jane, and I'd like to share my story with you.
Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm from Odessa, Ukraine. So I want to tell you about my story.
Sono arrivata qui dall'inizio della guerra. Guerra è sempre un evento inaspettato. Quando mi hanno svegliato la mattina e mi hanno detto che è iniziata la guerra, non ci ho creduto. Superare l'inizio della guerra è stato molto difficile. Sirene antiaeree, esplosioni, la corsa ai rifugi.
To start, I would like to tell you how everything began. I woke up in the morning because of loud noises, and my mother told me that the war had started. I started writing to all my friends. I couldn't believe it. And then I heard many explosions near my home. I heard the sounds of rockets, bombs. It was very scared.
The war came to my home while I was sleeping, and suddenly I woke up because of the loud noise. At first I thought that I was a thunder, but later I couldn't fall asleep, and the second explosion hit. My window shook, and I realized that something went wrong, And meanwhile, my mom has already woken, and momentarily she was gripped by fear because my grandma called and told that the area base near us was being under the attack. At that moment, we began waking up, and my father swiftly moved to his work, and my family and I came to our house outside the city, while the missile attack was still going on.
And the war started. I stayed in Ukraine for a couple of days. Then in early March 2022, my family and I left by car. There were an enormous number of cars on the road, and what should have been a 4-hour drive to be bordered with Moldova took us 24 hours. The first days were very hard because everyone was completely confused and didn't know what to do next. After that, I lived in Moldova, Romania, and Bulgaria. Until June, I didn't know what to do next, and finally I decided to stay in Vienna.
E non capivamo cosa sarebbe successo dopo né cosa fare. Avendo un fratellino, mia madre ha deciso di lasciare l'Ucraina e andare in un altro paese. Inizialmente avevo scelto la Polonia, ma una volta arrivati ci hanno detto che non c'era posto per noi. Ci hanno dato la possibilità di scegliere tra Italia, Germania o Francia. Abbiamo scelto Italia, senza nemmeno sapere dove stiamo andando. È stata una scelta di vita. Lungo il tragitto ci hanno trovato una famiglia italiana, con cui viviamo ancora. Qui siamo molto grate, senza il loro aiuto non ci avremmo mai fatto. Questa guerra mi ha tolto la mia vita, la mia casa, i miei amici, la mia famiglia.
For example, very recently in my city, 3 rockets hit a kindergarten where children were inside. I believe this is completely unacceptable, and I think as many people as possible should know about cases like this.
And really nervous. While I was going to our house, the only one thought came to my mind. This was something like, this uncertainty is controlling all of my life right now. And the next was like, well, probably I'm not a child anymore, because I have prepared to myself for physics test before, not military science. And I think I don't find my story unique, like something unusual, because later I just have visited for a while my distant relatives in another part of Ukraine, and then I came back to home. So I was staying in Ukraine all of this time.
Thankfully, no missiles have hit my home directly. Only a fragment of shaded drone fell nearby in my residential complex, but the damage was minor. I'm now very sensitive to loud noises like fireworks. Once something fell at the construction site in Vienna and I had like a panic attack. I realized that even here in a safe place, sudden loud sounds can be frightening. So now I try to stay alert everywhere. It doesn't bother me that people speak less about the war now. I try to focus on living my life. I still visit Ukraine. For example, this summer I was in Odessa and I saw my family. Some days are calm and some days there is shelling. Yeah, so...
Ho subito atti di bullismo a scuola dai miei compagni e mia madre ha avuto problemi al lavoro perché non riusciva a capire. È difficile senza sapere niente. Questi eventi mi hanno influenzato negativamente, punto che non volevo più vivere in Italia a causa delle difficoltà di imparare la lingua italiana.
And I really hope that everything happening in Ukraine will end soon. I could go there and see my father, whom I have not seen for 4 years because of the mobilization law. He is not allowed to leave Ukraine. I really hope this will end and my country will become free again, a beautiful, amazing country that I love very much. Thank you so much for your attention. Slava Ukraini.
I think the consequences of the war for civilians are just indescribable. And this has been impacting on us not only from the February 2024, but from the 2014. And this is the thing, this is this problem.
The most important thing for me is that my city remains. I love Odessa very much and I hope it can survive this war. But it's hard to imagine what life there will be like in the future, because things are not the same as before. So people have changed and many lives in constant fear. So yes, that was all. Thank you.
Purtroppo credo che si parli ancora troppo poco della guerra. Forse se tutti sapessero di più e capissero cosa sta realmente succedendo, potremmo cambiare qualcosa e fermare questa guerra. Penso che ci fosse più comunicazione con il mondo, il conflitto sarebbe potuto fermare molto prima. Oggi mi sento una persona forte per essere sopravvissuta alla guerra, per aver cambiato paese o per nuove persone, nuova lingua, lasciando tutto in Ucraina.